What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Buzz Hub. I'm your host, Ashley Shavaye, and today we have Hev here. How are you doing?
What's up, y'all?
Okay, so I was telling you this a little bit before we started recording, but I struggled a little bit to like kind of make an outline for this episode because like we really both could just yap, and I feel like we could yap about everything, and I love that
For
about your
sure.
social media. And that's something that really made me want to have you come on the show. And
hmm
you have this, I don't know if you want to style a phrase, quote, whatever it is in your TikTok bio that says like professional hooper on the side. And I love that. I really do. Like, I really love that because as athletes, we always say like we're more than an athlete, but it can be hard to embody that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's more
Yeah.
of a
And
recent thing. That's more of a recent thing.
really, okay. So
Yeah.
tell me about that, like your identity with that and everything.
I don't know. I started taking TikTok a little more serious, using it as like a journal or a diary, I guess.
Mm.
Just saying all my opinions. And I wanted hoops away from that. Like, I didn't want people to know me for playing basketball on TikTok. So I just threw it on the side. I said professional hooper on the side. Like, this
Yeah.
ain't what we here for. We're not here for hoops.
No, right, for real. And that was something for me too when I started to take social media a little bit more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that like when you're an athlete, that becomes your whole identity, even on accident.
Yeah.
And I feel like even on certain platforms, like if I'm not posting basketball stuff, it doesn't do as well. And it's
No.
like hard to kind of make that transition.
Yeah,
So,
like you use Snapchat?
no, I haven't used that in a long
I don't use
time.
it at all.
No. Is that still something people are using? I'm not gonna
For
lie.
sure. I mean, like
Really?
not for the right purposes, but people are still using it. Like, all right, you got Snapchat, you got Instagram, you got TikTok. My
Yeah.
TikTok and my Instagram and my Snapchat, all three different heavens. That's how you gotta
Really?
operate. All three different
Mm-hmm.
heavens for sure. Instagram is more like my fashion space and
Mm,
basketball, but I don't post basketball anymore. Just stop posting basketball. And
yeah.
then TikTok is for the drama.
The drama.
Snapchat is for my people. Like if you know me, you got Snapchat.
Got
It's
you.
for my streaks. I still do streaks.
No way.
Swear too.
I saw they have streaks on TikTok now. It don't feel the same because I remember I used to have a bunch of streaks on
On Snap.
Snapchat too.
You
But
don't have it no more?
I still have it. I don't even know if I have the app on my phone anymore. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
my gosh. They don't got no streaks. They done.
Oh no. I know. I'm talking about on TikTok. I have some
Oh,
on
on
TikTok
TikTok?
now.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got streaks on TikTok?
Yeah, I have one. It's
It's
just
not
my
the same.
friend. My
It's
friend
not the
Kendall.
same.
That's it. I can't commit to sending stuff to a lot of people every day. I'm not gonna lie. But I also did want to say, like, I wanted to ask you, and you kind of answered it a little bit. Like, you said you wanted to intentionally separate yourself within the two spaces. You know, you wanted Hev, you wanted basketball, hooper, whatever, and splitting the two.
Yeah.
Was it hard to get to that space? Did you ever like have to allow yourself to have an identity outside of basketball before you even took social media seriously necessarily?
Oh, nah. It was hard. Like it was me and basketball until TikTok. It was me and basketball.
Yeah.
I had started TikTok back in 2020, but I kept it private because of basketball. Like I wanted my image to stay clean. I didn't have a close friends. I didn't have none of that.
Mm,
No private stories until like my sophomore year of college. Cause then I started to find myself outside of basketball, but nah, it was hard at first. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like basketball is everything. Like you're not trying to mess that up.
No, facts. And for me, I it was more like not even necessarily social media, but as an identity. Like it was difficult for me to understand myself outside of a hooper, outside of an athlete. And I feel like that
Yeah.
we see that so much. And that's truly why I really enjoy your page. That's what like I'm genuinely a fan. Like I truly enjoy watching your
Stop it.
videos. I'm
Stop
so
it. Stop
serious.
it.
I truly enjoy watching your
Stop
videos.
it.
I'm so
Stop it.
serious. I'm so serious. I truly enjoy watching your videos. And then I'm also just somebody who wants to, engage with people, support them because I know that's something that you're intentionally doing. But it
Yeah.
really is fun to watch. Like you're hilarious, and I told you that. Like that's why I wanted you on this thing because I think it's so funny. I'm gonna gas you up a little bit, and that's okay. We gotta learn how to take it sometimes. We really do.
Yo.
I'm so
Thank you. I
serious.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Stop.
of course, of
Got the
course.
cameras.
I did want to get a little bit into like just talking about the WNBA and everything. Um, Why is that funny? See. Go ahead.
Let me first start by saying I love the W. I I have a deep love for WNBA, not the game itself. I'm talking about the people, the culture of it. I have a deep love for it.
Mm-hmm.
The WNBA is just it's like college on steroids. It's like college on steroids. The same toxic stuff and the same what's the word they be saying you can't do, fraternizing, whatever.
Oh yeah, fraternizing like with
Yeah,
teammates,
that times 50 times 50.
and like now you don't even have to try to hide it. Like it's literally like I've seen people refer to it as like a different version of Love Island because of how like every season you're gonna have a new couple or like all these
Everybody think
things.
everybody, yo. But that
Even the ones
I'm
you think
laughing.
don't play for that team.
Playing for the team. I like the WNBA. I'm laughing because just to see the direction it's heading in is kind of funny sometimes. It's like, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Like, when I look back when I was a kid watching this stuff, I'm like, who would have thought this is where it would be today? Never in my life.
I know facts.
Openly gay people just like existing and then dating each
Overtly.
other. No
Overtly gay. Like
way.
just outwardly. Not even it's not even about being open. It's like it's your
Wearing it
whole
on your
it's
heart, like on your
yes.
chest, on your forehead. Like, I never thought that would be a thing, and I'm happy for
Mhm.
them. I
Me
also
too.
like the attention it gets. I I don't think this is gonna be a hot take for anybody that likes basketball. I don't think so. I like the hate it gets too. I think you need that.
Yes,
That's
it
my
has to
opinion. I
be.
think you need it. I love it.
Yeah,
I love when
love
people
and
get on
hate it.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yes. Just not when they dog people itself, but when they dog the game, I like that a lot. Because that means
Yeah.
you're paying attention and you're actually watching it for the game and taking in like notes, details, all that.
See, with that in mind, I feel like the WNBA is kind of leaning towards being too unserious in some areas. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like,
Mm.
I've said this in a video before. It's not even that I don't blame the players. Like, it shouldn't be on them to create the whole buzz around the W, which is what it really is. Like, I feel like there's so much of the WNBA front office is not doing to kind of control the narrative, to use the momentum that some of these players are creating and
Yeah.
everything. But like with the little toy situation that kept being thrown onto the thing, like what's going on here? And it's like not that that's so crazy that people throw things, but like I've heard so many theories and everything about that. And it's some of them it's like, is it that serious? But it could be that serious. Like, I mean, I
Not as
don't
that
know.
serious. Somebody
Yeah.
threw it at a Liberty game and it hit a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
I
feel
just
like
don't. That's weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with people. I didn't appreciate that little stretch of it anyway.
yeah, and that's like the piece of it. Like I think it's not necessarily on the WNBA or like the narrative around it, but like that's the stuff that if we see stuff like that, if we continue to do things like that, like then I feel like it's doing more harm than good. Like
Yeah.
because I feel like most of the things that I see, and maybe that's my problem because that's what I indulge in a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like when I see stuff come up on my For You page or whatever, like it's not like when the NBA comes about. Not that the NBA could ever be what the WNBA is with
Yeah.
the entertainment side of it, truly.
True.
But like it's about basketball, it's about analytics, it's about this. Like we don't have a lot of those type of creators around the WNBA.
No,
It's
I
it's
can count
about the
like three.
lore. Yeah, it's about the lore of it. Like the
Yeah.
dating, the drama, like the Caitlin Clark effect, like and all these things. And uh-oh. And uh-oh. So, I don't know. Like I think it comes with good and bad, but I need to know what that little smirk was about. Cuz I
Like,
literally got hounded so bad by those fans for speaking.
look, at this point, hold on. I'm never gonna blame like you were a victim of the Caitlin Clark fans. I'm not gonna blame you. I'm just gonna say at this point, if people don't know not to say nothing about that girl, I don't know when we gonna just never say nothing about her.
Oh yeah,
And
like
that's what.
if you want to stay sane and you don't want to be attacked
Yeah.
on the internet, do not if unless you're singing her praises. Now you can't even say that like she had a bad game and she could have done better in this area. Even if it's purely from an analytical space.
Nah,
It's
bro.
you're mad that she's white and she runs the WNBA. You're
You
just a
can't say
hater. You like,
nothing.
and it's like it's really annoying. And that's the part that I'm not liking about the WNBA is like people can't speak on opinions without being called. Like, did you see? And maybe you think that she was truly being a hater, but like Candace Parker speaking on Angel Reese. And I like
Yo,
don't get me
you
wrong,
really.
I can understand the disrespect, the people that people felt disrespected, but it's like y'all trying to sit here and play Candace Parker like if she wants to say that about Angel Reese, she has the pedigree, she has the resume to say her opinion on it. You know what I mean? And that's
Man.
my thing. It's like y'all are trying to even there was stuff with Cheryl Swoops. Like she was talking on it was who she was talking on Caitlin Clark, I think. And people were like, "Who is she?" Like, da da da. And what you're not gonna do is
It's
disrespect the
disrespect.
legends.
Yeah,
These are
yeah, yeah, yeah.
legends. Come on now.
Okay. With Caitlin Clark, the only thing I'm gonna say is, we got the Ohio State Iowa rivalry, and that's
Mm,
where I'm gonna leave it at that.
yeah.
I don't talk about her no more because I don't want her fans to bother nobody. Like
Right.
it's too much. Um, with the Candace Parker thing, had once you get to a certain level, you can say whatever you want about the game of basketball. That doesn't make it right or correct and or on par.
Correct.
And people are making her eat her words with facts. Like they're proving her wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I think she can get called a hater. I think she was. I think she wasn't taking the best stance on it. Like
Like, and
the her ranks. What was it? The A, the S,
yes.
the
Okay. 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 Okay.
that was
Because
so bad.
I spoke on the situation before I truly had an understanding on it.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember I made a video. I was like, because I just kept seeing video after video of people calling Candace Parker a hater because she didn't rank her over a certain thing. I had no
Yeah.
idea that she ranked somebody above Angel Reese that hadn't played a game of
Ye-
basketball in
Yeah.
over a year.
Yeah.
That
And
part I didn't know. And when I did, I was like, okay, now I'm eating my words because I didn't even do my research on and that's what you need to do. You need to make sure you do
your
your research
research
before you
first.
speak on it. I don't know. I just feel
Did
like it's
you
so hard to speak on anything now these days.
did you see the broadcast? Um, where the announcer, her partner, showed the stats of like the three rookie in their rookie seasons. It was her, Candace Parker, Angel Reese, and something else. Angel Reese, Candace
No.
Parker, and someone else. And Angel was right up there with them. Oh my god, I don't even
Really?
know. Yes, I don't even know where my phone is. Like right up there with them. And
And I
that's
love
the
that too.
instance.
Hold people accountable at the same time, but like it's
But
all
as Candace Parker, why would you come on the internet and make a ranking like that and then double down on it without making sure nobody could ever say nothing to you? Like, that's where I'm like, what were you talking out of pure emotion then? That's why I'm
yeah.
like, you were being a hater. If you're going to
Okay.
make a statement like that, you have to make sure nobody could check you on it.
Yeah.
You're every category you're just flying colors ahead of her because that would make sense to come from you,
Mm,
but to say that and then every piece of evidence somebody brings out is proving why you were dead smack wrong is
yeah.
like, bro, I don't know. That
Yeah.
was a really bad take from Candace Parker, and I hate that because it was bad. It was bad. It was
And
bad.
it was, and I think that I hate when we give people fuel to talk about how old heads
Yeah,
in the WNBA
yeah.
are hating on what, and it's like I don't believe that. Like
I don't believe that for the majority. No.
even if you
Mm-mm.
want to use Candace Parker as example and to call her a hater, I don't think out of everybody that Candace Parker is gonna hate on like the deals and everything because like Candace Parker's not about to go hungry no time soon.
No.
Like
No.
it's not from that perspective where the hate is gonna come from. If
Yeah.
anything. Like it's coming from different places. And I hate that like we create that narrative because like these are people who are fighting for this. Like I promise
Yeah.
you they're not like come on.
And it's also like every sport does that. You have the I'm not gonna say an older generation any sport. You have the previous generation who played X, Y, and Z. They always talk about the next up in a certain way. Like, I don't think it's hating on them. Every sport does that. The NBA does that all the time.
Facts.
All the time they open their mouth is something about the newer generation.
Hmm.
Tennis players do. Everyone does it. So I don't think it's an issue. I just, that one instance, I think she was hating. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
I can
I don't
understand
know
that.
why. But that one instance, she definitely was. And
Yeah.
then the Cheryl Swoops, I don't know. I'm biased when I talk about the WNBA because I want them to be able to do this first before we say stop doing it. But when it comes to the NBA, like I tell old heads, like not they listen to me, but when I talk about it, I'm like, they shouldn't speak on the game at all.
Mm.
You shouldn't speak on it anymore. But it's like with the WNBA, you need that. You need that right now because we're not there. We're not at a point where people should stop talking about it. So everyone should be talking about it. Say whatever you want to get the buzz, to get people looking. But it's
Yeah.
getting to a point where you shouldn't speak on the game anymore.
Yeah, because I mean, the game has changed so much, especially on the women's side. Like,
Yes,
it's different. It's more athletic that we're seeing it. Like, it's
absolutely.
it's just position. It's more. It's becoming less position oriented in a
Uh
lot of
huh.
areas and everything, and that's part of what we need and everything. But like, I didn't think about that. Like to have you can't use your old ways, your old thinking, and like apply it to this game because it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna
It's
work.
not.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
work.
no.
That's how I feel about when Kendrick Perkins is on ESPN. I'm just like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So you shouldn't speak on it.
Yeah. No.
I can't. I can't. I can't. You made me think of it was so bad. When she
Yeah.
made the ranking I watched, I was like, what are you doing? I saw it from a mile away. What was about to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
I knew she was about to regret that.
Yeah, I watched it. I ended up watching it too and I was like, "Okay, I do understand why people are upset now." And I like backtracked a little bit and
You put
everything.
G- I
Look,
me
you
personally, I'm not. I don't care. I don't care. I talk ball. I know ball deeply. I know ball deeply. I'm not taking Caitlin Clark over Angel right now. Like, what are we talking about? But
uh-huh.
I don't know if you want to put that there. You might get it. Hey,
I look,
we
I'm
might
you
get attacked.
and I might. And that's okay. It really is because
Not doing it. I'm not
I
doing
think
it.
that the ceiling is so much I truly think that the ceiling is so much higher for Angel. And that there's so much more room for growth for her. And it's like when people watch her and they talk about like, oh, she's just a rebounder right now, or that's like the priority, or like whatever the case. Like let's take you can take like scoring off the table. If she ended up being like a Dennis Rodman,
What's wrong with that?
I
Dennis
happen to
got
be wearing his shirt right now,
rings.
but it's like you can try to talk and be like talk about it and everything, but like we still have people wearing his shirts. We still have
Dennis
people talking
Rodman
about
got
how much of a legend
rings.
he is. Like
I'm
he's still
saying,
one of the best. We consider him one of the best players to ever do it. And like if that ends
like,
up being her legacy, which is not because we see that she's capable of scoring and everything.
yeah,
And it's like
yeah.
why would you want a second year player to be fully developed? To
Yeah.
be in a place where there's not a whole lot of room for her to change her game. Like
And there's a
there's so
whole
many more things that she could add to her bag still. Like why are
that's what
we
I'm saying. Like you can oh my gosh, thank you. You can add certain things. Okay, to me personally, defense has a lot to do with like physical capabilities. If
Mhm.
you don't got that, there's you're just never gonna have it.
I
You
agree.
can add what's the word? Offensive abilities to your game. You
Right.
cannot add defensive abilities to your game at the age of 24, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the older you
Yeah.
get, it's not gonna add. It's not gonna
Yeah.
get better.
Facts.
Caitlin Clark lacks deeply in the defense department. We know that. That's okay. Let's not.
Yes.
That's okay. You can't add that to your game, but
Yeah.
Angel can definitely add the jump shot that she has been adding throughout the season.
Mhm.
There's room. There's a ceiling. Like, there's room for her to grow. Like you're saying. Like I just don't understand what's the
Exactly.
problem with people acknowledging that. Like you can have a cap on your game, and you can have room to grow. And the style of play that their favorite plays, there's a cap. There's a cap.
Yes. I 100% agree. I really do. And like you said, I'm trying to tread carefully a little
This is
bit.
not. This is no hate. Like
And no,
I
look,
don't think I said
that's what
anything
I'm
hateful
saying.
or wrong. I don't think I said
Yeah.
anything hateful or wrong.
Yeah, like you really can't speak on her and everything. And I think that like the first year, she excelled and she did well and everything. But like when the second season this season started and everything, we saw people were trying to like starting to clock her a little bit. Like they had a game plan. And when you're in the WNBA,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to like go against every team and that they're not going to be able to stop you. Like there are going to be teams that just have your number. That's how it is as a person, as a player and everything. But like once one team does it, they watch the film,
Yeah, and they figure it out.
they take those things and we started to see that. And people were getting really upset when people were calling that out. Like what is
That's what
it? Keep her on the
happened.
left side of the floor or
Yeah.
and like she wants to get out of this corner, you keep her right there and she struggles. And
Yeah,
but like it's
for
like
sure.
that's okay. And now next season or this summer or not this off season, she's gonna
Yeah,
go. I'm sure she's gonna try to work on that and try to like implement different parts of her game. But that's the point. Like
exactly.
every
That's
season's
what
not gonna
basketball is
be
about.
like
You're
for
not gonna
real.
be perfect. Like, there's no perfect player. Hello.
Like there none. Like there's somebody who's gonna some people's listen, some
Actually, there's
people's
a
off
perfect player.
season who's that?
Paige Beckers. I think she just passed too much. Other than that's hey, that's pretty close to a perfect. That's really close to a perfect player in my opinion.
I love watching Paige. I really do. And not even just watching her. I love her as a person. Like
Yeah.
everything, the space that she creates for people, the
Yeah.
way that she stands up for her teammates, the way that
Hmm.
she stands up for real world things too. Like and speaks on it because
Yeah.
some people won't speak on it
Choose not to speak on. Yeah.
even if it's like their fan base, even
Yeah.
if it's like whatever the case may be, they are very careful about how they speak on it. And she is like, no, this is wrong, I don't see this is right, the
True
way that
backbone.
she's like, yes. And I love that about her, like I truly do. And I think that that's part of like what's truly going to separate her in her career, like
Yeah.
as a whole. Like because when you think about these players, you have to think about them as a whole. You have to think about marketability, you have to think about like a social media presence, you have to think about these things. And I think that she like yeah, there's
She
no like
reminds me of LeBron. She
I was
reminds me
going
of
to say that
LeBron.
but I didn't know if that was OD. Like I was going to say that too,
Even
like
her
truly.
game, like even her game, like that's a pretty
Yeah,
close comparison. Even her
yeah,
game is LeBron esque in terms of a 3-way player,
yes.
not everything else. A 3-way player, you
I
know,
no, I hear you
and
100% and I
then
agree.
off the court too.
Yeah, no, seriously. And I think that such a great point because like
Yeah,
people don't like it's so annoying. Like you go onto Twitter, and yes, I'm gonna call it Twitter. I'll call it Twitter till the day that I
Twitter.
die.
I don't know how to use Twitter.
Um, really, that's like my favorite
No,
app. I'm not gonna lie. To just
I don't.
enjoy, it's my favorite app. But like you go on there, and they always are trying to like paint Caitlin Clark to be better than her or to like spin all these different narratives to create like this or that and all these
Yeah,
things. And it's like,
men lie, women lie. The numbers don't. Film doesn't. Hello. That's what I'll be
no,
saying. Just watch the film.
yeah.
Analyze the film.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like you can't, when you see a person, like, okay, like, again, analytically, when you see a
Yeah.
player like Caitlin Clark, you're trying to stop two parts of her game.
Right.
Well, more
Right.
so passing and the three ball.
Yeah, and they're
Two
hard
parts.
parts to stop. Start. Let's just throw that in there. They're
No,
hard to
100%.
stop.
100%. When you look at Paige, midi,
What the
getting to the basket, three ball, passing ability.
passing,
Like,
rebounding. You gotta find a way to score against her. Like,
yeah,
damn, bro, move. That's how
yeah,
she one of those players. You gotta tell her, move, bro, go away.
yeah. I've never played against her, but I
Yeah.
can imagine that it's so frustrating because you try to take one part and she's so shifty, like she's so creative, she's so smart. Her
Yeah.
IQ, her
Yeah.
IQ is crazy, and I love
Like,
seeing that in talented players because sometimes it's all talent, and then
yeah. True. True. True.
like she has both truly.
Yeah, you can see it real time. Like she's reading the game real time.
Yes,
Like a
yes.
Kyrie. This, she's good.
But I was gonna ask you. Okay, I have two more questions actually on the WNBA.
I'm listening.
I don't think that people understand the cultural impact of stud buds.
Stud buds.
And I think that honestly, I haven't seen a whole lot of hate on that on them. I'm also not looking for it.
True.
But like I truly don't think that people understand like how much what they're doing is going to change the game for a lot of people because I promise you next season you're going to see a couple more people trying to do like what they did this season.
Stud buds. Shout out to Sid and TP though. They did it first. Shout out to Sid and
Okay.
TP.
I will say
They
yes.
did it
They
first.
they definitely did. I don't
They did it first.
they're hilarious too. I love them. I love
Yeah.
them. They're actually like genuinely. But I feel like it's
Stud
almost like
buds.
a different demographic. Like Sid and
Yeah.
TP, like they're goofy. They're more like theatrical. They're more like, they want to create like a moment.
Yeah.
And it's like with T and Courtney, they're just living life and bringing us along.
This is true. This
Truly.
is true. Nah, shout out to Stud Buds. They got people saying Stud Buds on the national television. They're
They literally like, oh yeah, and there's Courtney passing to her fellow stud bud. What
Stud
are
Bud
we talking
Connection.
about?
Stud Bud Connection. That's my favorite when they fast.
I was like,
Stud Bud Connection.
and that's truly insane. It actually is.
Yeah, people don't even want to acknowledge, the LGBTQ community exists, and then on national television, the word stud is being used, and not
And
in like an athletic term.
I feel like there are those, like I feel like not necessarily the announcers or like other people don't
Yeah.
understand what version of stud is being used. They probably
Okay,
learned it
that's
after
fair.
the fact. I think that that's probably a part of it, but I think
Yeah.
that it is so important to normalize these things. And like I don't know, because I would say the presence of them and like the masculinity within some women is being normalized and everything, but
Yeah. True.
and it's like it's not even purely just about the LGBTQ part of it. It's
Uh
about
huh.
personability of these players. And
Yeah.
we don't get that side of an athlete in the moment within like these spaces the way that we do in any other sport. Like
Nah.
they're gonna be like, and I was saying that we're gonna see a couple other people do this next season or whatever. Y'all are gonna see this type of vibe or like people try to duplicate what they're doing in the NBA, in the NFL,
Absolutely.
in
I'm
like all
knowing.
these different spaces. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, absolutely not. I'm staying over here. That's where I belong. First of all, for a couple different
Yeah.
reasons. Okay, but listen, but it
Okay.
truly. But no, like it truly is like they're setting a new like I don't even know it's I don't, not necessarily standard, but they're just creating a new lane for people, and I love that.
Yeah, they are. The NBA will follow suit
Mm-hmm.
because people are already losing interest in the sport itself, like
Mm-hmm.
men's basketball.
A
This
hundred.
is this is an easy way. Like, give some character to the game. Y'all mad boring anyway. Y'all are boring. Y'all think y'all are above and then the games are boring. So like, hello, what's next? What's
Yeah,
next?
yeah,
So yeah, they're gonna follow suit for sure. Shout out to the stud buds. I like the stud buds, even though they had their little mess up. I like the stud
they
buds.
did. They 100% did. But I mean, so was life. I feel like that it was truly like a fun thing that they started. I don't think that they started it with the intentions of it becoming what it did. Just
What
based
it
on like
is.
seeing how they started, seeing how the way they spoke and what they
Yeah.
spoke about. Like I don't think that this was their goal, but like being themselves. And that's I feel like that's such a great lesson on authenticity
Yeah.
because it
Like
can
being
really take you so
yourself.
far. Yes.
Yeah,
Truly.
that's why like I give them grace. It's like they literally think about all the conversations you've had off camera.
Mhm.
Question might be questionable. I don't know. It could be questionable. Could be questioned. So like this is their first time. They just being themselves in front of the camera. Of course some things are
Exactly.
gonna be give them some grace. Of course
Like
some things will be.
if I went to All Star Weekend and just had a mic on me and had somebody recording me
Lord Jesus, protect us. Lord, hire my lawyer tomorrow.
immediately, immediately, like we
To
have,
get
like you
my
said,
lawyer on the
we,
phone.
we have to give them some grace because for me, my memory's terrible. First of all, I'm gonna forget. that I have a mic right here. Okay, I'm gonna forget that
Absolutely.
there's thousands of people watching me, or
Yeah.
like if I'm just sitting here with my best friend, do not get Kendall Hunter next to me on a live stream. Are you kidding me?
Who?
Kendall Hunter, that's my best friend.
Oh, okay.
Don't get like live
Oh, yeah,
stream with
yeah,
us just chatting. Are you kidding me? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, we're some things are gonna happen. Like some things are gonna be said
Flagged. Immediately. Flagged.
immediately, and
First
I think that
sentence.
yeah, yeah. People try to cancel them so bad for that mess up too, and like it wasn't going. It wasn't
Nah.
gonna go. It wasn't.
Cancel
But
culture is stupid. How you feel about you like, bro, cancel culture is stupid.
I
I don't like
I
it.
think that there are spaces where it's not needed, like a certain areas when it comes to like explicit and overtly racist, like and things like that, or
Yeah.
like when it comes to truly harming people. But
Yeah.
like in terms of when somebody's successful and you go back 10 years to their social media to find them saying the n-word, I don't like that in terms of canceling them.
Yeah.
Like because one, the narrative around that has changed so much,
Yeah.
and like the negative connotation is different than it was even like five, like even when I was in high school, like
Yeah.
truly. So like I don't like that, and it also it's like this life is about growing, it's about changing,
Right?
and
Right.
in some cases rehabilitation, and you take that away with cancel culture. So
True.
I agree that there are like parts of it where it's like, yeah, no, but I will say that I think that in some spaces, like it is kind of necessary for sure.
Who's somebody who's somebody that's canceled right now that you know of that shouldn't be canceled? Oh.
I don't even know. I feel like I'm such like a out of sight, out of mind person. Like if
Yeah.
I were to think about it, or if I were to like see somebody and be like, I haven't seen them in a minute, and then it's like, oh, that's why. I probably could think about that. But I don't know. You give me one. Maybe that will spark something.
Somebody that's canceled that shouldn't be canceled?
Don't be sad. So you were gonna put me on the spot and have me say mine, and you not even see. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Nah, I can't. I can't. Cause the person I want to say, I can't. I can't have that on the record.
You might have
I
to
just
tell
think,
me.
okay, here's what I will say.
Okay.
At what point are we canceling this person? Like, what are we canceling them for exactly? Like, what is the motive? That's what I would say. And I'll use a hypothetical. The
Mm-hmm.
Sierra situation from Love Island. You might not. Do you know anything about that?
No. No.
She used the word, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. She used the C word
Mhm.
in the Asian culture to describe the eyes.
Okay. Okay.
And that's a slur in their
Yes.
culture.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Really?
I had no idea that
Yeah.
was a slur.
Mm-hmm.
And in the screenshots, it happened a few years ago. And in those screenshots, she already apologized and admitted she had no education on and apologized and said thank you for educating. She already did that. So then to come out while she's on Love Island, at the top of her top, and use that against her. At what point? What are we canceling this person for? Like, what's your motive? What do you want to do? Do you want to teach her? Because she said she learned, and she did that.
Yeah.
Why are we canceling this person?
See,
I'm
and
not
that's the
saying.
thing. Ignorance is a real thing, and I don't know
Yeah.
if people understand the difference between like knowing better and ignorance.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ignorance is literally you do not know any better. You do not know like the background of these things to
Yeah.
like you said, like she didn't know. That's ignorance.
Yeah.
Knowing it and doing it anyway, that's foolishness. It's
That's
different.
that. Now you could get canceled, but
Exactly. Like there at this point in America at least, like with the N-word, that's not ignorance, you know better type of thing.
yeah,
With
we need
that,
to. Continue.
what happened? What just happened?
Continue. Continue.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, and with the word that you were talking about, the slur in the Asian culture, like,
Yeah.
I can understand somebody not knowing that because that's not like for me, I didn't necessarily grow up around that. I just happen to know because I know or like
Right.
I've seen it or like for some reason I do know. I think I actually just had like an Asian teammate before and that's how I found
Yeah.
out. Um
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like in America, if you're not in that space because that's the thing. In America, there's spaces where you're not going to have a certain demographic and like if you
Yeah.
don't know, you don't know.
True, true, true. I wouldn't uncancel anybody because let me make that statement. I wouldn't uncancel anybody because they hurt my feelings. Somebody out there wants them canceled. Somebody out for whatever reason, somebody out there wants them
Yeah.
canceled. You are a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, no? Am I allowed
I
to say
am.
that? You
Yeah,
are?
I am. I'm very gay.
Mhm.
That's okay. Yeah, we could throw that in there.
Back on the WNBA.
Okay.
Full switch.
Okay.
How did you feel about the Dejanay thing? What she said about not liking. Come on, you don't live under a rock.
Well, finish what you're saying. What?
The
What?
she was like, I don't like girls. I just like Nalissa.
Okay. See that. I can also give you another example when Natasha Cloud went on a podcast and said that her girlfriend isn't gay. She just fell in like she's a straight woman that fell in love with a gay woman. Like no, and that purely comes from like, I'll make this very clear. I'm not straight. I am not bi. I am a gay woman. Okay. And that's where the frustration comes from me. Like, I could care less who says that. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, like, you can't, if you, I'm sorry, maybe you don't want to admit it, but if you are at a point where you're in a relationship with a woman and you won't claim at least being bi, what are you doing? Because, like, sure, like, let's say you happen to fall in love with a gay woman, especially in the basketball community. Like, okay, I can give you that. You're in
It
a space,
happens.
like, it truly does. And, but, like, at this point, I don't feel like it's appropriate to, like, sit here and say that you're not a part of a community, that you're a part of, whether you want to admit it or not. Like,
Like
if
we
you
can't be
are in a
queer. What? There's mad titles for you.
and the thing is like it just shows that and it's I'm sure it's not intentional and this is not towards those people in particular. I'm talking about anybody who speaks on like because we see this all the time, like bi
Yeah, yeah,
curious, whatever the case, in any environment. Like I just feel like there is a deep rooted like issue of like the fact that there is still a negative connotation to being gay.
yeah,
To
yeah, yeah,
and especially like those women in particular, the examples that we used.
yeah,
Beautiful. They
yeah,
I'm sure they get a lot of attention from the male gaze and everything.
yeah,
And that's like and I'll say that for me too. Like men are so more aggressive when it comes to that when they find out that you like women. Like
yeah.
if you like women, and for me like it doesn't really affect me because I don't like interact with men in that way. I would be okay with men not existing in the world. But but that's me. And
Yeah,
like it's different because like I wouldn't engage with that like even as a single woman, whatever the case, like whatever, in any circumstance. But like when they that it gets switched, when I get like let's say I go viral and I get a couple thousand whatever followers, when I post something about being gay, like the
it's
backlash, it's
the
like
backlash. Yeah,
yeah, like it truly is a backlash, and it's like it can be frustrating, and not to even say that that's has anything to do with it, because I don't feel like either of those women care in that instance in that space.
right.
But like no, like I just feel like it's wrong. Like, and even if it's not, it could just be like what you grew up in that space, or like it could be so many things. I'm not speaking for them. I don't know how they feel about the situation. Like, but
Uh
like
huh.
yeah, like I feel like if you say that and you're in a relationship with a woman
Yeah.
you have to let me hold your hand. You have to understand that you're bi. Like even if you want to say it was
At
for like
least
one
queer
time,
something. You
openly
ain't
relate like an
straight.
open like and that's the thing, you don't necessarily need the label. I'll give you that. Like some people don't like the labels, okay, cool. But like, yeah, you're a part of the queer community, like you said, and
Right. That's like you're right. Sure, you don't have a label, but you can you by definition you can't be straight. Like by definition, you
yeah,
actually can't be straight.
yeah.
And like you said, open. This is open to the public. Maybe you know the closeted relationships, the one that be on the low, all right, whatever. But like you're openly both posting about it. It's not one sided either. If like you've made a career off of dating this person,
I was just gonna say, not even just about
Dijane and
being
Alyssa.
open. You guys are the like staple, one of the staple couples of the
Yeah.
NBA, of the WNBA. Like,
Yeah.
you can't really like, I don't know, like,
If you were this messy, if you were Melissa, is this a breakable up offense?
I mean, okay, look, like for me, if I,
You got
for
on
me, for me, and that's what
nationals
I
and
was gonna say, like, and the way that it got so big after the fact too, like, I don't know, because listen, I was about to say yes, but then like I do stupid things when I'm in love. Like I be staying longer than I should,
true, true,
so
true, true,
like
true.
I can't speak for none of that. I can't. I'm not finna say that. Like
I
in an
can't act like
ideal
I'm gonna have
world,
some backbone.
in an ideal world where I could stand up, yes, I'm not
Yes, it's a
there.
breakable up offense.
I think at least, and obviously we don't know what happens behind closed doors, but that's at least a serious conversation to be like, look, because like I'm not going through that again. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
here and like, and that's the thing. Like a lot of people, they're like Melissa faced backlash, even Tosh faced backlash for like
As
saying
she
those
should
type of
have.
things, and it's like all those, all those things, and it's like you put. I won't necessarily say it's not. I don't know if it's a bad situation, but I'm sure it's an uncomfortable situation. But I mean, at the same time, if that's their relationship and they like that, like strong, united, and everything, like if
Yeah.
it doesn't bother you, and also if you're okay with that, because I don't know, you can tell me but better, but like, look, some
I
of
knew you
y'all,
was gonna say that.
some
I
of
knew you was
y'all
gonna
like to
say
go
that.
for straight women
I knew
and
you was
like the
gonna say
challenge.
that. I knew you was gonna say that.
So,
Don't y'all. Don't y'all over here.
I mean, I'm just saying. But
If
again,
if
not to
if
say, look, listen, not to say that that was what happened. I don't know.
right.
Like, that's none of my business. I mean, I'm just saying, like, that happens too. And then turn around and get mad when they leave you to, like,
So
go back to
take
that
it
community.
away. Take it away from those two. All right, now we move the names, but just people who think like that. Do you
Yeah.
think they'll end up married to women, or no? I was talking about this on my live. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Like the people who have that mindset. Oh, I'm not gay. I'm not nothing. I just like this one girl. You think they end up married to women or no? You think they date a woman for like years on end and then break up with them just to go marry a man later?
Yes. Because I think that when we see that, I feel like there's
You
the
straight up. You straight
the
up, yo.
the difference between a woman relationship with another woman and a woman with a man is drastic. And
Absolutely.
like and this is coming from hearing things because I've never been in a relationship with a man.
You gold star?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You said it.
Gold Star is crazy to put that label on that. So,
You
but
said it,
anyway,
not me.
listen, you decided to emphasize it. But anyway, like, and I feel like we see that a lot when like women are just tired of men and being hurt, and they just want to be loved, they want to be showered, they want to like, they want to feel these things. That's where they go. And once it's like, that's not, if that's your motive, that's not going to fulfill you because this is not a man. And it's
True.
not just like beyond that too. Unless you're dating one of those women that pretty much want to be a man, that part,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
partner's not going to be fulfilled either.
Yeah.
So it's like, nobody's going to be happy truly. And like you're not, like I said, you're not going to be fulfilled. You're just not going to.
Both
So,
parties, that's a valid
yeah,
point.
because like there's so many like instances where I would say like I have started to date a woman And they're like, yeah, I've never been with a woman that treats me like a woman. I'm like, oh, so I see where you've been hanging out. I
You've been
see.
with the straights over
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
so I don't know, but I think that's a great question, and especially like we see that so much. Like I have a handful of teammates. I could give you a couple examples just in the public of like a woman that was just in the space of it
Yeah.
so much that it like it becomes normalized because like especially if you're not somewhere where that's like I grew up in LA, it was normal.
Yeah, true.
Some people don't grow up in like where they don't go around seeing men holding a man's hand or a woman holding a woman's
Yeah.
hand. And when you're in a space where it's normalized and then like there's an attraction you can't explain or you just so close and you're just so much of a bestie with certain people like and then it transforms and sometimes it's intentional on one party or the other and sometimes it's just natural and like that's
Yeah.
gonna happen but like I just feel like it's disrespectful to the community and to the person that you're like your partner.
With. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I wouldn't like it but it's more so like I don't mind if you don't want to like claim a specific label because some people are like that. But like, yeah, like you said, it's a queer. You're part of the queer community for sure.
Part some way, somehow you are part of this community.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to ask you, what are your predictions? We're gonna talk about a few. One, I want your MVP, your Defensive Player of the Year, your Rookie of the Year, and who's gonna win the championship this year.
My MVP, my rookie of the year, my defensive player of the year,
And
and
who's
my
gonna?
who's championship?
Yes.
All right, let me go. MVP
Mm-hmm.
is one and two. My MVP and defensive player of the year is the same person.
Mm.
It's Asia.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm going
Okay.
Asia.
Okay. So for MVP, she's always going to be in the discussion, 100%. I feel like if
You want
Fee
the
didn't get
FISA?
hurt,
I'm
I
with you. I'm with
yeah,
you.
she was like my MVP this whole season so far,
I'm with
and
you.
then like she ended up getting hurt, and then it didn't help. Like Asia stepped up, like her
Played
game.
out of her mind
Yeah,
when she got hurt. I think
yes,
she got. You know, it's one of those. Nah, she hurt. This is my chance. I felt like it was one of those.
and if it is, eat it up. Like
Yeah,
sometimes that's all it takes. Like as a competitor, yes, as you should.
it was Fees though. Before she got hurt, I thought she had it. No
Yeah.
question. It wasn't even close.
100%. I was in that space too. So like, and I have to kind of reel myself in a little bit sometimes because
Yeah.
even like before you said that, I was like, fee, like 100%. But like with you saying that, like, yeah, it's kind of hard when what was she out 3, 4, 6 weeks, something like.
Okay, but my question to you is: since the WNBA is so short, do you think they'll ignore that? Do you think they'll ignore that and just give it to her? I,
I think that they might, and I don't think that that's right. I
okay.
do understand that like it is an injury, she can't help that, and first game back she dropped the 30 ball. Like
Insane.
100%. I think it's my thing is that it happened so late in the season. I think the problem was is that like the time she has to come back before like it's time for that to be announced, it's a little bit
Ah,
shorter. So I think if
yeah,
it happened earlier in the season and then she still had like a month or two to like come back and settle her feet a little
yeah.
bit before the playoffs, I think she could have the right to do that. But the timing of it, probably not.
Awful.
And yeah, and especially like look, the Aces had a lock in, and Asia made sure that they locked the hell in. All right.
That's also what I was gonna say. They weren't doing too hot, and then Fee
No.
got hurt. Asia said, "I bet," and now they clinched. They clinched before teams that were doing way better
Yeah,
had
I was
clinched. So it's
completely
like,
surprised when they started to turn around. Like I remember looking at the standings one day, I was like, "Whoa, here the Aces are!"
yeah,
Like, okay, period. Like for real, because it was looking real scary for them for a while. A while.
yeah. Your defensive player. The only reason I be go ahead.
No,
Who's your
I would
defensive
say
player?
mine would be Asia too. Like without it,
It's
Asia like
so
she's just
hard
like yeah. And it's like
because
she's gonna protect the basket 100%. And like when a switch happens, it's not like It's not barbecue
It's not like
chicken.
she, yeah, it's not like she on an
Yeah,
island.
yeah, she gonna hold her own for a little bit. She's so long, it's gonna be hard to shoot over her, get by past her. Like
Yeah.
obviously a great guard or a good guard, like it's gonna be a little bit different, like harder and everything. But like she can hold her own.
Even with the NBA, I be saying like the way we analyze the defensive player of the year award is wrong. But since we analyze it this way, which is either steals, blocks, or that's it, steals or blocks, you have to kind of give it to Asia. If
Yeah,
we analyzed it by who can stay in front of a person and deteriorate their points per game and affect that, then that's a different story. But we
yeah,
don't analyze it like that.
facts.
So I'd have to go Asia. Rookie of the year, what the who in the world is in the question? Who is
You
in
don't
the
think?
question?
You don't think Centron?
Okay, hold on. I love Sonia's game. It's not even funny. I've been a fan of Sonia since I have on her shirt.
Are you
I
serious?
have on her shirt. This is Kiki and Sonia. But
Yeah.
you can't you can't miss 4 shots and score 44 points and not be. You can't miss 4 shots.
No, I would say I think I saw somebody else say that too. Like that game 100% solidified that spot for her.
Sealed the deal.
Yeah. Like that's my rookie of the year 100% too. And I also think that like there are agendas within the WNBA. So
Uh
like
huh.
and I think that probably she was going to get it regardless, honestly. I can't lie
You,
to you.
you think before the game she shouldn't have?
No, 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 no. I think she was still in there. I'm just saying in general like she was probably going to get it like
No
cuz
matter what.
yeah. Well, cuz one, she was going to compete for it regardless. Like but
Yeah.
I'm saying like even if it was neck and neck and they had like identical everything and but I think their stats are pretty identical even now. But like without that game or like if Centron was a like little bit stats were better in some areas or whatever the case may be that they would probably give it to Paige because like it's Paige.
Okay. I
That's what
see.
I feel like because like I just think that that's a part of the narrative too. She's so big for the WNBA and we're lying to
Yeah.
ourselves if we act like there's not political things
Yep.
within that
Absolutely.
thing. So I think that that probably would have happened anyway. But I 100% she's my rookie of the year. I think she deserves it.
Yeah.
That game, like you said, that was insane, actually
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like, and you can't break a record like that and not get it with the other with the rest of the season that you've had to,
Exactly. Yeah. Like
and
on
on the
top
team
of
that
it.
she's been on. Like to do what she's doing with the crap show that is Dallas Wings
The
speaks volumes.
Boo Boo Show. Boo Boo Show. It's
Yeah.
so bad over there. I don't
Yeah.
understand anything they do. With the trades they did really messed my head up. And I'm not even a fan of them. I could care if they lost every game for the next 10 years. I don't care about them.
At all.
It's just as a fan of the game, I would never understand why you would trade these people away.
All of them. I was so confused.
What did you
Genuinely, I
get
was
out of
so
trading
confused.
Melissa and Dejanay? And then you traded them to contenders. It's not like you traded them to Connecticut or what. You traded them to contending teams.
To
And
me,
they started winning more.
to me, Dallas pretty much sealed the championship for Minnesota for me. We didn't even get there yet. I forgot that was we didn't even talk. See, this is what I'm talking about the yapping part. This is what I was saying. We get to talking and but like 100%. Them Minnesota getting Dejanay, literally, I was like, okay, that's who's gonna win
That's that's
finally.
that's that's your championship. That's your
Yeah,
team.
that's who one like that's who I low key wanted them to win last year because I
Mm-hmm.
just think Fee deserves a ring.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not mad at that.
I really want her to get a ring, but they were also playing out of their minds and they weren't even supposed to really like do what they did for real,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
did it. And like forcing it to a game 5 with how it started, I was like, yeah, like I want them to win. It didn't necessarily
Yeah.
start like that, but it did grow to be that. But I wasn't mad at New York winning either. But yeah, I think that they're gonna win it this year.
Okay.
Let me
If
hear it. Let me hear it.
this is a fat if the Liberty could get healthy enough for the postseason, Just have your team for the postseason. I'm going back to back.
Really? I
Yes.
don't.
But if they can't, like if people aren't playing, then obviously I'm gonna go with the Lynx
Yeah.
because the Aces they can't win it. They can't win it. They don't
Yeah,
have the
no.
rotation for it. They don't
I
have the
don't think
rotation
so
for it.
either. Yeah. And especially with it being like, the playoff format changed this year a little bit.
What is it? 5-5-7? 5-5? No, three five
No,
seven.
it's yes.
3-5-7, right?
Yes. So, like, I
I'm
don't think they're
telling you,
going.
if the Liberty could stay healthy for the postseason, they're going to go back to back
But my
because
thing, okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
they were just healthy. Like the one game they played against the Lynx before everyone got hurt again. Like you know what I'm saying? They have an injury bug this year. Before everyone got hurt again, they beat them.
But that was without fee.
True, 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 true.
But and I'm also such a big thing on like I believe that chemistry, unity, like all these things are so important and that you really can't get that if you're not on the court. Like I truly believe that. Like you can practice till the birds come home. You can like all these things, but if you're not like in the game, if you're not building that relationship because like certain things happen just by playing together, like and building that
Yeah,
unity. And I think that the Lynx have that. I think that the Lynx and the Liberty are very similar in terms of they pretty much brought
yeah,
championship level teams completely back.
yeah,
And I agree with you that it would definitely be wouldn't be so set on one or the other if the Liberty were healthy, 100%. But I
yeah,
feel like that throughout the whole season that we've seen them struggle up and down. And a lot of it has to do with injury, for sure.
yeah.
But we
That's part
can't
of
give that
basketball.
as the whole, like, that's not the whole reason either. Like, I just feel like
Really?
I think that I don't know, even when I've watched them with their whole team, I think that, I mean, yes, I would say it's still injury, but I'm talking about what I'm saying is that it's like chemistry. I feel like I
Yeah.
haven't seen that with them that much.
That's not a bad take. It's not a bad take. I did some scouting, right, for some teams and I had to scout the Liberty once. And I was watching them and it reminded me so much. I felt like I was watching the Knicks. My Knicks play. I felt like I was watching the damn
Mm,
Knicks. I couldn't find a play. I'm like, what are y'all doing out there? It's just give Stewie and Sabrina the ball. That's it. And go
that,
rock out everybody and John Quell. Sometimes. JJ,
yeah,
you pop out sometimes. Everybody else just chill. Just be
yeah,
ready. And I do feel like that's not a winning recipe. I'll
exactly.
say this. If Asia wins the MVP, I'll go Lynx for the, I can't say that. I can't go against my Liberty. But I can't go against my Liberty,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I
Okay,
hope Fee
okay. I
gets
can
a ring.
understand. Yeah.
I hope Fee gets a ring.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
I hear you. I hear you. I really do. But like I said, I think that one, the chemistry thing is so big. And I think that Minnesota has also just been so consistent. Like,
Haven't had a hiccup.
and honestly, like the only place you can really say they had a hiccup was when they lost their star player. So like
That's it. And
respectfully,
that's not
respectfully,
even really a hiccup. That
yeah, I
happens, you
mean, yeah,
know?
that's a part of the game. And
Yeah.
even when she did leave, like it's not like it was like this.
They
It was
were
maybe
fine. Yeah.
like a little bit of a dip, but as to be expected, especially like you're losing people, you bring in a couple people, like
Getting that groove back, but
yeah,
they're fine. Didn't really have like a. I never saw this, like you said. It was never a trade off, a dip off. And she came back just fine.
just
Just fine.
just fine.
Like, what kind of recovery did you go through that you came back and was able to drop a 30 ball?
Listen, sis was itching to get back on that court.
They probably kept out longer than they should have to make sure she
I
a hundred,
probably, but
hundred
as you
percent
should,
healthy.
I would too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Like I'm not
that's
playing.
your biggest investment on that team. A hundred
Damn.
percent.
They
So I don't
might.
know.
All right, who
That
do you see in the chip? All right, you got links in who? Who they going against?
I think, like you said, if the Liberty can kind of get it together, then yes, that's who I see truly
Hold
being
on.
in there.
I'm gonna
But
pull up the standings. You know
yeah,
they might not even
well,
make the playoffs.
huh?
I don't even. There might be a strong possibility they might not make the playoffs.
No. They're
Yo,
like 3. You're talking about the
no.
Liberty?
Yes.
There's no way. Please pull it up. I checked
Unless
it the
I'm
other.
completely tweaking. Let's see
They did
standings.
drop down. They dropped down from 2 to 3 recently. I didn't know they dropped down further than
League.
that if they did.
They 5 right now.
What?
And they have, but listen to it. They have 16 losses, right?
Uh-huh.
Eighth place is Seattle with 20 losses. Ninth place is
Mm.
LA with 20 losses. So you have 5 through 9, 4 losses apart.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't know that.
And
So who's above them right now?
there's 4 games left. If the Liberty lose out, they won't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And if the other teams win, they won't make the play. Nah, no way, nah. This is crazy. They gonna win. They gonna win some
Yeah,
games.
I think they'll do fine. I think losing 4 in a row would kind of be OD at the end of the season. And if they did, they didn't deserve
They
to.
playing the Valkyries, and they're playing the teams that need to win as well. They're playing the Valkyries. Sky's out. They're playing the Storm. Mystics are out. So they have to beat the Storm and the
Valkyrie.
Valkyries because Valkyries is 6th place, right under them with 2
Wow.
losses.
I didn't
Yo, it's
know that.
close.
I didn't know
It's
they dropped down
close.
that much. Well, and I love that like the bottom few are really competing like that.
Yeah,
Like it's not going to be an easy set thing to see
in
who's
the
the who.
playoffs.
Yeah, and I think that's fun. Um and everything, but yeah, that's crazy. So okay, let me maybe I'll give a backup, a runner up to the Liberty. Mm, honestly, I'm a little bit like pleasantly surprised with
Woohoo.
Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think
yeah.
they have the pieces.
To
So,
go to the chip, I'm an experienced guy. I always pick experience. If I'm gonna go anybody, I'm gonna go the Aces.
really,
I'm always gonna go experience
I can
over
feel that, and
newbies.
I can understand that because I mean, don't get me wrong, the Aces 100% have the pieces too. You could just tell it was clearly like they just didn't know how to put the pieces together,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and they're figuring that out now. So I could definitely see them making that run and getting there too.
Damn. The Lynx, I'm looking at their record. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Yeah,
If they
no,
don't win, that'll be like when the Warriors ain't win. Like you were
yeah,
supposed to win.
yeah, no. They secure the best record in WNBA history for the regular season.
32-8.
And mind you, they literally lost what half, more than half when Fee was gone.
They could have had less
Uh,
losses.
And I was honestly sick for them because it was like they were struggling the last couple, and it was like LL, and I was like, damn, like y'all need to lock in, like what's going on?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't see, and like me, I'm a consistency person.
Yeah?
The consistency is OD, like from start to finish, literally. Like they've been able
Yeah.
to lock in, and I do give them the grace of losing Fee, like as you should. Like she's that type of player where it's like, okay, even if they lost more than that with her gone, like because it's like they're still good teams, and that's the thing
Yeah.
with like with the teams that within the WNBA, even like the lesser teams, they can come out and beat anybody on any given night, and that's
It
that's
irritates me. It
yeah,
irritates me.
and it's like why don't you just do this more?
I
Like
can't like Connecticut when they were on that little roll. Like you're wasting wins. You're not going to the playoffs. Just lose. Just lose. Like you wasting wins.
yeah, no, but sometimes that's when people play the best when there's nothing to lose.
True. You got nothing to
So
put it all on the floor.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I am gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it like obviously for everybody to hear. I just feel like you're a tease, and I feel like you know that about yourself because I've been sharing. I've been sharing these stories. No, listen. I've been sharing these stories of my like the DM diaries, like I was telling you. Listen, the DM diaries and the untold stories and everything, and you continue to comment and like act like you're gonna give me something, and I just feel like that's so wrong of you. I felt like
um
you was about to give me something earlier. I feel like it was on the tip of your tongue. And I'm not gonna force you. And look, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's not even about to be messy. Like you ain't gotta use no names. You ain't gotta use the school names. Nothing.
Yo, I got, I got college stories.
I do.
Some of them, though, I mentioned this before, like somewhere on my TikTok. I just think a lot of these are questionable. Like, you have to question, was there a crime committed? Was there illegal action possibly taken? And then you're like, if you have to question it, you can't say it.
I can
That's how I
understand.
feel about it. I will give you a story though. I'm just gonna say, like, this has to do with like people dating each other.
Okay.
One of my schools, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say which. One of my schools, we had a rule in the
Yeah.
rule book:
Yeah.
no dating each other. 3 couples on the team.
Ah.
No bull. 3 couples on the team.
Yeah.
But I don't have no juicy stories that don't implicate us in crimes.
Well, I definitely don't want you to incriminate yourself. But 3 couples is
Yeah.
insane. Do you feel like coaches should be able to like implement rules like that?
They can't. It's like a excuse me. It's like a false rule. Like, you can't tell people who to date. That's why I think a coach I know got in trouble for kicking someone off the team for dating a
Mm.
teammate.
Oh.
Because you could say they broke a team rule, but if they wanted to further investigate, I don't think you could do that. I don't think you could tell someone you can't date a teammate.
So they could get in trouble for even having that rule.
Technically, yes.
Oh, very interesting. I didn't know that because
Technically, yes.
like pretty much every team because that actually makes sense because I don't think that I think it has been in a rule book before on one of my teams,
Yeah.
but like when they try to talk about it or try to understand or try to like they're very careful about how they like speak on
They
it.
word it. They
Yeah.
never on the paper it says don't it doesn't say don't date your teammates. It just questioned the way they put it, the coaches had put it on this team was like, would you kiss your sister? Would you kiss your brother? Okay then. But
Like we're
they're
family.
right. They're not gonna they literally cannot say you cannot date this person.
Yeah.
I actually think they would get in trouble for that.
Interesting. That
And
makes
that's
sense.
why when there's speculations of the couples, they don't do anything.
Well,
You
I've had
can't.
experiences where they try to do like a couple things,
They
but
tried to boot people off the team for
oh,
that.
100%. Or just like
Were they
make your life
successful?
harder. I think they made people's lives hard and kind of forced their hand into a transfer. Because like you said, like it's not like they can't explicitly be like, yeah, you're off the team and here's why.
But
So,
you can say other stuff. You can make up whatever you want. Once they start
um,
dating, you could say, you're being disrespectful. I don't know. I think you should transfer. Let's help you transfer. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like, you
and
could
that's
do that,
essentially what
but
it is.
yeah. But nah, you can't get kicked off no team for dating somebody. I'm pretty sure that's against like rules, like some discriminatory rules. Who
Yeah, I would
knows?
think.
The worst story I had at one of my schools was the speculation of a teammate and a coach dating, but I didn't know. I didn't look into it.
Really.
I
See,
didn't want to know who. I didn't want to know. Oh my god, I didn't want to know.
I've I've mentioned this before. Like the way that other teammates will make it so much worse for people who might
Yeah, I saw
want to
your
date a
video.
teammate.
I saw your video.
And it's like if people just had more of a mindset like you, and it's like my thing is like you know when teammates are dating each other. You know.
I've dated teammates. Have you dated teammates?
I have. Have. And it's not something I'm proud of. Like and like I said in the video, like don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I'm
Don't
telling
do
you.
it. I'm so for
No.
it.
No. In college, I would say. I think because and this is why. Because I don't feel like they're I've heard a few stories where like they were just openly dating and like it was a thing
Dating.
people
Yeah.
knew and it's like whatever. And it wasn't any
Mm.
drama. And I love
Yeah.
that. And that's what I feel like needs to be normalized. Like if you look, I won't say it needs to be normalized, but if you want to have a team with as little as drama as possible, don't make that a rule. Don't make people feel like they have to hide that or that it has
Yeah,
to be some
yeah.
huge secret, because that's when it becomes a thing. And like my experiences were terrible because like me personally, I didn't want people to know because I knew coaches would trip out about it. Like I know that that's a thing.
Yeah.
And then like people won't just like let you slide. And it's like, to me, I feel like it's just common sense. Like if somebody's not explicitly saying something, but you see it, then just let be okay with just
Mind your
knowing. Be okay with this.
business.
It's just a knowing. Sometimes you just know, and that's a good enough. And that's good enough.
Yeah.
Like why was it not good enough? And it just made it difficult because then it became a thing. Then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you see them over there. Oh, did you see that? Like Ashley posted so and so on her story, and they were at this
Yeah.
place by themselves together. And then it's like, and I said this too. There's not a place in like a school's facility where there are not
Uh-huh.
ears.
No, 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 not at all.
If you are talking, I don't care if it's the locker room. Like, no, they
Somebody's
probably don't
listening.
at all times.
There's no privacy.
At all. And that's
There's
what
no
was so
privacy.
frustrating, is because like we had, every team has the gossiper and the
Yeah.
person who knows he wants to be in people business and just talk too much. And I thought it might be
Yeah.
helpful if that person was my friend, but it wasn't.
No, 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 no.
That don't
If it's not
help.
like the team culture of like, it's okay, it's acceptable, we all got y'all backs, da 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 da, then it's a bad idea to let it be known.
A hundred
My my
percent.
my, my first teammate situation, everybody was Gucci, like like it was a family thing, like it was all good,
Yeah.
and that was fine. It was when it wasn't, and I, like you said, like I thought I had someone. It's like, nah, bro.
So that's my take on it. If I could, you asked if I could go back and change a couple things, or like go back and change, I would change that. I would go back and
Not date a teammate.
never. I would never. Like if I could change that, I 100% would. Because then it's like, for me, like clearly I didn't find the love of my life. So like all that was
Right,
for nothing.
for nothing, for
Yeah,
nothing. Okay,
like
that's a fair point. I
yeah.
could get down with that.
But like,
I could get
but
down
like,
with that.
I'm not against people dating teammates. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, shame. But like with my experience, I would not tell somebody to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, with my experience, I'd be like, no, run,
I could give
run.
you a DM diary, but through the DMs.
Okay, I'll
I
take
could
that.
give you a DM diary.
I'll take that.
You gotta give me a second though to pick a story. To pick a story. That I have to pick a story that wouldn't be so specific where
Yeah.
if you're when your video goes viral, somebody knows it's about them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I'm excited.
Like I have a few of those where it's like this is about nobody else but me. This play about me. Yeah, somebody would know. So I have to pick
Okay.
a story.
Take your
But I got
time.
you.
Well, don't take your time, but like, yeah,
I
I
got you
I
on a
need
DM
one of those.
diary.
I'm definitely gonna start those back up. I would love that. But
Okay.
I don't know if is there anything else you want to talk about? Are you good?
Nah, this was fun. Damn.
Yeah, I think so too. I really enjoyed it. What time is it? Cause yeah, like I said, we're some yappers.
12:40.
We've been on here for a minute at this point, but
They
I
say
really did
2
have
hours
fun.
at the top.
Yeah. Look, like I said, and I knew this about us talking. I knew that this was gonna happen, but I really did have a good time, and I think we covered some really
Yeah.
good stuff. But I really do want to thank you for coming on today, and just appreciate you a lot.
I appreciate you having me. This was
Yeah,
great. I
yeah,
had
of course.
fun.
We might have to run this back. We
I'm
might.
always
I think
down.
after the finals, we might have to run it back to talk about everything that went down. But I don't.
Recap,
Yeah.
predictions. Who was right? What's the money line? You want to put money on it? I don't gamble.
No, no, thank you. I'm still traumatized about betting as a college athlete.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, thank you everybody for watching. This is Buzz Hub. Make sure you guys follow Hev and this page on all socials.